And I'm not going to turn the lights off, so you might not be able to see the colors, but I think y'all know from yesterday what I'm doing. So, looking at this first one, x plus y is less than 2. What's the first thing I'd have to do here? Why? Yes, to get in slope-intercept form. So that's for this first equation. Slope. What's my slope? The one we're working on. Y-intercept? Good. And solid or dashed? Dash. Above or below? Alright, I heard both. If it's less than, you're going to shade below. Good. Go ahead and graph that one first. So you'll graph 0, 2. Should I go down one, right one? Down one, left one? Which one? Up one, left one. Alright, I can do that as well. Has a negative slope, that's why it should be going downhill. Make sure you draw all the way through the graph and then shade below. And I'm going to draw my lines like this. Alright, the second one's different. It has 2 inequalities with an x in the middle. How do I graph this one? Any thoughts? No, we wouldn't want to do that because then we'd have x plus 2 in the middle. Is this one graph or 2 graphs? 2 graphs. So let's split it up as that, okay? That's if you're trying to find a solution to this, yeah. I'm going to split this up as 2 different ones. The first one is negative 2 less than x. Everybody see that? Negative 2 less than x. What's the next one? Yes. Which one can I leave alone? Which one's ready to graph? What do I need to do here? What do I need to do here to graph it? Yeah, Mackenzie said x is greater than or equal to negative 2. She did what there? Just swapped them. That's all you have to do on this one. Swap everything, including the sign. Alright, this is going to be on your test. Important question. What's the slope of both of these? No. No. Undefined. Good, because these are what kind of lines? Vertical. Good. Let's draw this one first. So you draw a point at negative 2 on the x-axis. It's vertical. Is it solid or dashed? Solid. Solid up and down. Alright, which way do I shade? To the right or to the left? Good, that's which way it's pointing. That's which way we shade. Alright, the next one I'm going to draw a dot at 1 on the x-axis. That's here. Solid or dashed line? This one. Dashed. And shade to the left or to the right? Which way is this arrow pointing? Left. Good. Questions about how to graph like 2 and 1 inequality? Alright, last one. Do I need to change anything or is it okay to graph? Is it in slope-intercept form? Yes. What's the slope of this line? 0, because it's what kind of line? Good. So you graph negative 3 first, which is here. Solid or dashed? And above or below? Above. Good. I'm going to draw mine like this, I guess. That's why it's easy to have color pencils so you can see like where they mix. Darren, come up here for a second. Darren, come on up here for a second. Yes, this one's above. I want you to point to where the solution is. Like, give me the boundaries to draw. Where all the colors are.
Where it's in the middle. Right here.
Right here. And where else? Where does it stop?
You go a little above.
What shape is it making?
A triangle?
A trapezoid. Somebody said it.
Oh.
You can sit down. This is the shaded area. Questions about that?
Can we not have that on the cup?
I don't think you'll have one with 3 because it would take too long, but you'll have some with 2.
That look-y hurts my head, man.
Alright, I want you to do B on your own. You will need to know about this on your project, so go ahead and try this one.
You just need it like this. The only reason you need to change is if you divide by a negative number. Or if like it was on the wrong side, if it's on the back, you have to swap it. This is usually the same. The only one you need to change is the first one. These both have the letters on the left side by themselves. The reason we swapped this one is the letter was on the left side here. Right. We want it on the left. These are all on the left, so you don't have to change it. Just the first one.
on the test, if you get all the lines right but your shading is wrong, I won't count off the whole thing, okay? If your graphs are right, shading is wrong, you won't get counted off everything. Okie dokie. I'm going to go over this one. The x minus y less than or equal to 2 is the only one we needed to change. How do we change it? What do we need to do first? Yes. And divide by not y. -1. And that does what? Flips the sign. And you get x minus 2. Most of y'all had that part. One thing I want to mention, don't forget this -2 is our what here? Y-intercept. So it's going to cross the what axis? Y-axis. So it should be here, going up one, solid or dashed, and shaded above or below? Above, good. The other two we didn't have to change. Tell me the slope of this one again. No. I hope y'all get this on y'all's test. It's going to be on there. No. What's the slope? Yes. Undefined. Because it's what kind of line? Vertical. Good. So you go to -2 on your test, on your graph. And it's going to be dashed and shaded to the left or to the right? To the right. And then last one is a what kind of line? Horizontal. Slope is 0. Good. So you're going to go up to 3, solid, horizontal line, and shaded above or below. So what shape did it make? A triangle. Good. Who got this one on their own? Cool. Alright, the only graph I have left to show you is circles. Okay? All the other graphs that we've done are linear. We did some quadratic, and now we're going to just focus on one circle problem, then I'll let you do the rest on your own, okay? The sheet I just passed out to you, if you'll get that out. It says 8.5 homework, but it's really classwork. We're going to be doing it in here. I hope so, because we're just going to do one problem. First of all, what kind of graph is this first function going to make? A circle. What about the second one? Linear. Good. So you should have a circle and a line. How do we graph circles? What do we graph first? What is that called? The center. Good. And what is the center of this one? Yeah, because you have to change the signs, right? Change the sign. Change the sign. Now graph that. 3, -2. And then y'all said something about the radius. What's the radius on this one? Yes, because it's the square root of this number. So how do I draw that? Down 3, left 3, right 3. So 1, 2, 3. From the center, you just move 3 each direction. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Don't forget that even though it's a circle, it could still be dashed or solid. This one's what? Solid. Just draw a circle the best you can. Alright, now with the inequalities, circles are kind of a little different. If it's less than, we're going to shade inside the circle. Okay? Less than, we're going to shade inside the circle. If it's greater than, we'll shade outside the circle. So this one we're going to shade what? Inside.
Okay, question.
Yes.
I thought you said only x was agenda.
That was when we're doing quadratics, like transformations.
Oh, okay.
That's what this was, circles. Alright, and now for this one, I need to put it in slope-intercept form. Tell me what to do first. We can do that. Divide everything by negative 3.
It'll be x minus y except times
And then what right here?
add
2. Good. We need to still get y by itself, so what next? Is y by itself? Alright, what do we need to do? Yes, so this would change to y is, go ahead, x minus 2. Good. So, we're graphing what first? No. What first here? Yes, which is what? And then we go up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Is this one going to be solid or dashed?
solid.
Do we shade above or below this line? Below. So your solution will be everything that's inside the circle but below the line, which is this portion. Questions about that? Yes. For the circle or the linear? For the linear, if it's less than, you shade less than that line or below the line.
So you don't shade outside.
Correct, because it has to be inside the circle from here and below the line. So that's only this portion. Alright, this is due at the end of class. You have like 20 minutes to work on it. You should be able to get done with that. It's only 4 graphs. But before you do that, or while you're doing that, I'm going to talk about your project, okay? This project is on graphing. I can remember what I did to it. There it is. There we go. Okay. It's due January 26th if you want to fill that in. That gives you 2 weeks to do this. It's on a Friday when it's due. January 26th. So what you're going to do is create a picture. And I put 2 examples in there. Create a picture through graphing. The graphs that you can include are linear ones. You can include square root functions, parabolas, cubic, circles, absolute value. You don't have to use all of them. It's up to you. But you have to use at least 10 equations to create your picture. And 2 of them must be inequalities, which is what we're working on now. And you can use more if you want to. The equations, you have to list the equations and inequalities that you use creating your picture on these lines. Okay? Including any restrictions. And what I mean by restrictions, let me show you the example. Like this is y equals 16, this vertical line, but it's only between x values negative 10 and 10. That's why it says that here. You'll need to label each line like so. Like this is number 1 that they had, so they put 1 beside it. You can graph your pictures at desmos.com before putting it on paper. That way you can see what it's going to look like and then use that to create your graph. There are tons of examples online, but if you copy an example like equation for equation, you'll get a 0. Also, you can't use the example pictures. You can't use this picture and change it like down 1, everything down 1. You can't do that. You can't use an umbrella. And here's the rubric. If you turn it in late, it's going to be 5 points off each day. Okay? It's worth 100 points. And do I have any questions about the project? Got 2 weeks to do it. Okay? In the meantime, go ahead and be working on this so you can turn it in at the end of class. If you're not done with your checkpoint, you can also work on that. Once you get done with this worksheet, I'll need to take that up. Yes.
This is already a figure, so it's really easy to graph. Oh wait, no, it's not. Yes, this, do you remember what the transformations does? What does that do? Is that your X transformation or what? Parabola normally is 0, 0. What happens at parabola here? Move up or down? And move down 1 is the -1. So this is going to move up 2. So you, if you use those numbers that you rounded off, it may have to do some more at the end because of that shift that's in up 2. Oh, and down 1. So it'll be down. It's going to go this way. So you can use this negative 2 the numbers.
I wouldn't divide it by negative 2 because you have like y over negative 2.
This is the parabola.
It is.
Yep.
Kind of, yeah.
Where do we need
The
to?
negative's going to make it what? Yeah, we're going to cut down. The 2 just moves it up.
Where's your notes?
This one says that's in the parabola. So, does that make sense? Like these y values
I heard it was outside.
This right here is a parabola. So that's the parabola here. This is because it's a square. It's going to be a parabola. Because it's a parabola.
No. Sorry about that.
Let me stop recording right quick.